Ezekiel 37. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied there was a noise, and behold a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord God, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, Our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves, and cause you to come up out of your graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. And then shall ye know that I the Lord have spoken it, and performed it, saith the Lord.
Rawchaa, Yahawah, Yahawashi.
All right, Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. We're going to give all praise to Barak, Yahawashi. Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone led me to this truth and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are the elect, and to the elect, and to the hopeful elect. Lord, want to be part of that number. Lord, willing to be edifying others in the name of the Lord and striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness. But it's not slack. 2 Peter by coming on the cover boy, Yahawashi, Atham. Shalom, love, shalom. And I want to get into some topics today the Lord wanted me to deal with. The Brotherhood's been going heavy in on a couple of these topics, but we're going to go in also some other various end time topics as well. So one is talking about the draft, wars and rumors of wars, the false prophet, which we know is the Vatican, the Catholic Church, Roman Catholic Church. They want the fruit roll-ups to join them, and then various end time topics. Also, we're going to be dealing with there was another big topic that I want to talk about is there is a general physician who talked about how the juice box was basically a danger. So I'm gonna get into this stuff, but first we're gonna go ahead and start with some of the stuff that I got in the title. So Lord wouldn't set a fine to the flock. Gonna try to make this quick. I was fellowshipping with my elder, and we're having a good conversation. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this lesson real quick, and then get back to that before I gotta go to the plantation. So we're gonna start over here. I'm gonna play a couple videos. Lord willing, they'll play. Not too long, and then we're gonna get into some precepts. Start this back. All right. So Lord willing, is edifying to the flock. Like I was saying, everybody come here to listen here on after Yahawah. Barak Atham. To all you sincere believers in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi out there.
Ukraine moved to ban all men aged 18 to 60 from leaving the country as martial law was imposed throughout Ukraine. That move led many to speculate that the country was preparing for a massive draft, but it's only reservists who have been actively drafted by the Ukrainian government at this time. That Ukraine could potentially be preparing for a mass draft of men aged 18 to 60 was reiterated on Friday when the Ukrainian parliament voted to approve in the first reading a draft law granting permission to Ukrainians to carry firearms and act in self-defense. As world leaders warn that this Russian invasion of Ukraine could spark World War III, it has a new generation of young people who have never fought in a war, wondering how potential further conflicts could influence their chances of getting drafted.
Okay, so we see how over there in Ukraine, right? Shalom, Aki, Habashim, but you know how in Ukraine, how they said that they banned it to where anybody from 18 to 16 years, 60 years old could not leave Ukraine, and they said there was a drastic war was coming, and they said that basically that was going to basically force them to have to do this. Say that they all have the right to bear arms. It could be something like that happens as well, because we know this border situation. We know how it talks about the Lord will send the foreigners, the terrible of the other nations over here. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind too. It could be something instant. I mean, like we're attack on soil. Just you got to defend yourself. It could happen like that. You see, so we got to all keep these things in mind. Everybody thinks that World War III is just a place that's not going to touch America, Babylon, the Great soil. Okay, and it's a good likely chance that it will. Okay, and especially when all the elders and apostles are showing videos of people saying that they're purposely bringing UN troops in here to take out Americans. Okay, we don't claim to be Americans. We're Hebrew Israelites, but we're talking about the ones who still believe in this nation. Okay, they're trying to overthrow this place so they can implement the Karagma. Okay, the mark of the beast. Okay, the grain of rights where you got to buy and sell to get in and out of places. Okay, to be part of society. They want a crash of the American democracy. That's what they want. Okay, so they can bring in total control and have a reason to be able to. You see?
Could the United States bring back the draft? Here's how the current law works. The United States federal government stopped the draft in 1973 after facing massive public backlash throughout the Vietnam War. 2 years after Congress chose to not reauthorize the draft, President Gerald Ford suspended men's responsibility to register for it altogether. However, in 1980, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, and President Jimmy Carter reversed that position. He reinstated the registration, and since that time, all men who are permanent residents in the U.S. and are between the ages of 18 and 26 are required to register for the draft. However, according to the Selective Service System, that's the agency responsible for running the draft and registering men, an act of Congress could still reinstate the draft in case of a national emergency.
See, so right now it's just 18 to 26. But they could just change that if they wanted to. And really, You know, if you're serving Yahawah and Yahawashi to the best of your abilities, you're not going to get caught up in this. You know, Lord willing. Lord willing, we don't get caught up in this. You know, because I'm 31, and they was just talking about yesterday, they was talking about doing it from the ages from 18 to 40. You see? But, you know, Lord willing, I don't get caught up in it, but it's like, hey, either way, it's like, you know, Lord willing, the Lord put the spirit on me where I just tell him, hey, I'm not going, man. You know, I can make up something like I was born bow-legged, okay? Like, my legs wasn't grown straight. You know, I can still shake somebody on the basketball court pretty good. But still, what I'm saying is I'm going to try to come up with something, Lord willing, where I ain't got to go, okay? I don't want to go. I'm not trying to fight for Esau, Edom. I don't got nothing to do with them damn Edomites over there in Russia. You know, right? So, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if it does come down to it, you know, I'm going to ask you I'm going to pray to y'all about Yahawashi to give me that strength to be like, hey, just throw me in prison if you, whatever. Find me, do what you got to do. But I'm here to serve Yahawashi, period. We're not serving America, Babylon the Great. We want to see this place fall. We don't want to help it survive. That's not our aim. We want to see this place come down so Israel can be saved, man.
Recently, Congress has considered proposals about the draft, which include requiring women to register for the draft.
You hear that?
Dismantling the draft system.
You hear that? They said that they've been doing proposals saying what? They want women to join too. And since women want to have all this equal rights towards men, but they don't want none of the dirty work, because they're going to realize if you want equal rights with men, you're going to have to do this, okay, for your country. That's what the men do. Okay, that's why over here in the precepts it says a woman's not supposed to teach. Why? Because this is war. Okay, we're at a spiritual war right now, and women aren't supposed to be on the battlefield. That's a big reason. That's one of the big reasons why the Lord doesn't condone that stuff. Okay, He doesn't like that stuff because it's out of order. Okay, but America, Babylon the Great is all out of order. So that's why they're saying what? What did they say? Run it back.
Which include requiring women to register for the draft and dismantling the draft system altogether.
See, so you got some people saying they want to dismantle the draft system altogether, and then you got some people saying that they want to involve women and everybody else. And here's how we're going to know that, you know, the people who are saying that they want to get the draft to go away forever, we know that's not going to happen because of this right here, this next video. Okay? Bear with me. This is how we know. This was a month ago. It says U.S. Army fails to meet annual recruitment target again. This is just a month ago. Okay? So we're going to watch some of this, and then we're going to put in some precepts to show that this is going to happen. Okay? And the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, been talking about the draft for a long time. You know? Even when I came into the truth around a year ago, they were talking about it. And I was listening to them, and they were talking about it, saying a lot of y'all brothers, not brothers, but a lot of y'all people out there, a lot of y'all Jakes out there who don't want to do the work of the Lord's going to make you go do the work for America, Babylon the Great. That's why you need to be fervent in this work, man. Do these videos, because the Lord just be like, all right, you don't want to work for me, go work for Esau, man. You good. You know, you got to pick what team you're on and be serious, because this is not a game, man. You could, okay, they could throw you in the van, just like Elder Manasseh Zabak said, you could throw you in the damn van and force your ass to go over there. I know one thing right now, if they try to force me to go over there and get a gun, that's going to be the worst thing they ever do, okay? Because I'm going to be the most horrible soldier ever, Lord willing, okay? Because I'm going to be running off, running away, running up, you know, doing whatever. So I'm trying to get the hell out of there, okay? I'm not finna fight day war, hell no. This one of the ox said. Shalom, Yahawah Shabbat. It said they can draft it to 64. Also, they're calling back retirees. Yeah, that's true. Those that left and those that have special skills for the Army logistics people are most in demand. That is correct. Yep, that's true. Because I remember seeing an article about that. That is true. That is true. The water for adding that in. So we're going to go back over here and we're going to watch the rest of this video and show that they ain't meeting their requirements. So they starting to pull people back in, just like Ak was saying.
The US always prided itself as having the world's most formidable military machine, a standing force of nearly 500,000, many stationed on bases in far-flung parts of the globe.
Do solemnly swear or affirm Do you solemnly swear?
But now recruitment is at its lowest level since the draft was abolished 50 years ago, and the hardest hit is the Army.
If we don't turn our recruiting situation around, I can't guarantee you that the Army won't have to make some more substantial potential force structure reductions, because we've got to make sure that our units, for example, that are on the immediate response force are manned adequately so that they're ready to go.
The Secretary herself appears in commercials aimed at increasing recruitment, but they appear to have little impact in a market that's been fragmented by increasing political divide and by part.
And the reason why there's nobody going to join, because it was talking about their children should not be satisfied with bread, because they know that their kingdom's falling. They all know it's falling. They don't want to go fight for a fallen kingdom. Like, fuck that. Y'all jacked up the whole economy. You got Biden over here falling all over the damn place. We don't want to go fight for this place. Ain't nobody got no honor in this place, man.
Partisan anger that threatens to politicize the military itself.
Of the United States.
Many Republicans accuse the military of, in their phrase, being woke, pointing to the renaming of bases named after Confederate Civil War leaders, and in particular, the recent Pentagon decision to pay for enlisted personnel to travel out of those states that have banned abortion. Some Democrats in turn point to the proportionately large number of veterans and even serving personnel who took part in the attack on the Capitol in January 2021.
So I think the biggest challenge about the of domestic violent extremism in the military isn't necessarily the numbers, because the numbers are small, but it's that it goes counter to the oath of service. And so Americans see that as a real tension point when it comes to trusting the military as an organization.
Compounding the recruitment problem, 20% of those who want to enlist do not meet the required physical or academic standards. The military has started what it calls a future soldier prep course to address this issue.
See?
Elite units have been largely unaffected. There's a long way.
That's what they're showing. You got to have academic. You got to be a certain amount in school, and they ain't the people who are meeting their standards, man. So we know that this is not going ready, man. We'll go ahead and read it. Said during the last draft there was a lot of fragging, meaning soldiers were capping leaders in the field. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, a lot of stuff was going on, man. Yeah, kind of. A lot of stuff was going on at that time. You know, and we know it's going to be something that's repeated. These are things that are going to happen again. So we're going to do Isaiah. Go ahead and get into the precepts. Start getting this going. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5. So let's start getting these precepts out. And it reads, the earth also is defiled. In a second. Earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Right? That's what these people did. Okay? Caused Jake to break the everlasting covenant. Caused us to fall away. Right? Because we sin against the Lord. Verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are few men left, and that's what's coming. That's what's coming. That draft is going to be a part of that. Okay, that's going to play a part in this few men left scenario. Okay, that the scriptures constantly talk about. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse, them that dwell upon the earth shall be destroyed. How will some of them escape hunger? They going into the military, go sign up to go fight, eat or whatever, but they're going to go out there and die by the sword, okay? And then a lot of other people going to die just by, people been robbing and pillaging and raiding the land, man. It's just going to be dead bodies everywhere. Shall be wasted in the city, giving us that picture to envision that. So when we see it happen, we don't freak out like everybody else. We like, oh yeah, the Lord said he was going to do that. Yep, that's right. What else he say he's going to do? Verse 24, there shall no man be left to till the earth and to sow it. See? Ain't going to be nobody working. Ain't going to be no trash running, nothing. You see? It's going to be a very, very vicious time. The shall give fruit, verse 25, and who shall gather them? You know who's going to gather them? The elect, because he said he was going to feed the elect. They're going to be the ones who are eating. Verse 26, the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. They will be desolate of men, but they ain't going to be desolate of the men of the Lord. Yahawashi is going to protect his elect, and they're going to eat at that time. That's why it said, my servant shall eat, man. So that's why we need to be serving Yahawashi day to day, for to see another and to hear his voice. That's how desolate it's going to be, man. Right? We're going to have the Lord with us. Whatever we got to go through, we're going to go through together. Entire wanting nothing. Of a city shall be 10 left, and 2 of a field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and the clefts of the rocks. Right? Verse 29, as in an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives. There's going to be not that much food. Verse 30, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are some clusters of them that seek diligently through the vineyard. There's going to be people looking for food, right? It's just going to be famine because ain't nobody bringing in trucks for more. Verse 31, even so the days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword, killing for food and whatnot. And all they do is care about living. Okay, they're not ready to die for Yahawashi, man. We ready to go for Yahawashi. We got to on this side, if we have to, but we want to be saved. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And so all this stuff is going to be pushed towards that draft, man. That draft is going to be what pushes people and causes people to causes the world to not have as many men in it. You see, that's going to be a big part of it, that draft that they issue, just like they did in Ukraine. And who's funding Ukraine? The U.S. So it's just, you can see that's going to trickle down to America, Babylon the Great eventually, man. It's going to come to a point to where if you're not serving Yahawashi, you're going to get put in a position where you're going to have to go over there. And Lord willing, we're not part of that number who has to go do that. Because that's not what, we want to do. We want to serve the Lord. So this is Job, chapter 34, verse 16. And it reads, if now thou hast understanding, hear this, hearken to the voice of my words, right? So shall even he that hateth right govern, right? So shall even he that hateth right govern, and wilt thou condemn him that is most just, right? We're going to show you some NLT what it's really saying, so you can really get what it's saying. But I want to read it through first. Verse 18, is it fit to say a king, thou art wicked, and to the princes ye are ungodly, right? This is talking about the Most High speaking. He's saying things that Job was speaking out to, in the precepts. Verse 19, how much less to them that accepteth not the person or of princes, nor regardeth the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hands, right? Lord made everything. We're gonna go read this in NLT though, because it's pretty good. In a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight, which is talking about judgment day, doomsday, the Armageddon, or Jacob's trouble, all these things, right? Judgment day. And pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand. Verse 21, for his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. Okay, so we're going to go read this in the NLT real fast. My internet's going real slow right now, so Salakia. Let me get it over here. Always somehow go slow whenever I start doing lessons. That's just, is what it is. But I'm gonna try to do that foil thing sometime soon and see if it works, makes the internet work better. If it does, I'll be letting y'all know. So it's gonna pop up. All right, now it reads, now listen to me if you are wise. Pay attention to Most High Yahawah. Govern if he hated justice, right? Are you going to condemn the Almighty Judge? See, we can't condemn Yahawah Bahasham, whatever he does. For he says to kings, you are wicked, and to nobles, you are unjust. He's the one who judges, right? He doesn't care how great a person may be. And he pays no more attention to the rich than the poor. He made them all. The Lord takes careful consideration on everybody on what he wants them to do. He makes sure they do it to his will. There's another precept that talks about how a man could think about something and want to do it, but the Lord's going to guide your actions. He's going to make you do what he wants you to do. So in a moment they die, in the middle of the night they pass away. The mighty are removed without human hand. For the Most High watches how people live and sees everything they do. No darkness is thick enough to hide the wicked from his eyes. See? So that's just showing it doesn't matter what you do. If you're going to end up getting put in this draft, the Lord's going to make you go into it. And it's something that's going to happen. And they're going to perish, man. And you can't condemn the Most High for his ways because they're all righteous. You see? But, people in the world, they look at it as like the Lord's doing like something wicked by judging wickedness. Okay? And so people who end up getting sent down, it could be man and woman, man. It's because the Lord is judging you. You see? And Lord willing, I don't get judged and got to go over there too, And, it could also mean, the Lord could be testing you if you are doing the work and doing everything correctly. It doesn't make us exempt from judgment, though. We can still get judged too. So this is some rumors of wars and wars that's going on outside of that. Turkey launches new strikes in Iraq against Kurdish targets, warns Syria. So we just read a little bit. Turkey on Wednesday launched fresh attacks against the Kurdish targets in Iraq and warned of more intense across-border air raids after including that militants who staged a weekend attack in Ankara came from Syria. Turkey convinced a national security meeting involving top defense and intelligence chiefs to prepare its response to Sunday's attack on the capital's government district. So, there's stuff going on over there. And they're fighting back. That's starting to cause another war over there. Then you got over here. This article was talking about I'm trying to get some of these tabs so my computer work better. Another bloody conflict in Europe brews on the sidelines of Russia-Ukraine war, right? So it says that as the international community's attention remains fixed on Russia's ongoing conflict with Ukraine, other potential war in Europe is brewing as tensions between two longtime foes in the Balkans approach dangerous heights. Last week, Kosovo, Albanian police sergeant and North Kosovo gun battle, which is acknowledged in response to the Siberian military movements observed near the country de facto border with mostly ethnically Albanian and religiously Muslim Kosovo. Whose independence from majority Serb and Christian Siberia is disputed among members of the international community. The number of the Siberian troops have reportedly been recalled from the frontier. The Siberian president Alexander Vik has declared does not want a war. Envoys on both sides, the long-running rivalry, have expressed to Newsweek potential for the further escalation of underlying tensions that are not addressed. So what's stuff going on they're not talking about, but that's showing that there's war, also other wars that are going on inside, other than the one that's, we know that's going to happen with Taiwan. You have little mini wars going on inside of that. And while that's happening, on slow. So the Marines began training in the Philippines as South China Sea tension seethed. Okay, so they're training over there in the Philippines, the military. Okay, so we'll read a little bit. MRFCEA began its development last month to the Philippines, which is mired in a dispute with Beijing over fishing territory. On Monday, the Marines and sailors started a 2-week training operation with the Philippine, Malaysian, and Indonesian militaries as part of what was termed security operation engagement. So that's what they're doing over there. Okay, they're starting to get their Marines ready. Everybody knows there's a big battle finna go down. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put in a couple precepts about this. Well, actually, I just got one for it. It's one that we all know. These are just kind of an update on this prophecy. Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. Try to keep updating and showing what kind of different wars is going on. Many proxy wars and whatnot, and anything else the Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with. So it says, Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye trouble, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is coming. And the more we see these things coming, we know that it will happen soon. You know? So it says it's not yet, but it says it will come suddenly. It said the end will come suddenly, and he will shorten the time for the elect's sake. So we know that eventually it's going to come to a point where that fully passes and the end does come. You see? But seeing those wars and rumors of wars on the daily, seeing them be fulfilled and pan out to where it's closer to that prophecy coming to pass and being fulfilled all the way. So right here it says Catholic Church, okay, which is the false prophet, future on the table, as Pope Francis kicks off 2023 synod with a fruit roll-up bombshell, right? So we're gonna read a little bit about this, and I want to just get down to the point. Lord willing, if it let me go down there. Why is my computer going so slow, man? Man. All right, let's try this one more time. Salah, he said about it. And replay to cardinals who have requested charity on the church's position on the matter. Francis said, we cannot be judges who only deny, reject, and exclude. In his opening homily Wednesday for the synod, the Pope said that everyone must be allowed in. So the fruit roll-up organizations welcome the change in tone, while church conservatives blasted Francis for appearing to dilute Catholic doctrine and sow confusion. So this is the Lord showing that these people, man, even got them in the pink over there, man. Okay, they're showing that like this is not the ways of the Lord. Okay, we know that they are the false prophet. Like they're literally doing opposite of what the scriptures say. Like, you know. And all their followers are outraged, but they're not understanding that this is the Lord doing this, man. This is the Lord doing all of this. Okay? The Lord's doing all of that, man. He's got them doing that so the elect, whoever's over there who is, you know, it could be somebody who in the elect is still Roman Catholic and see that and be, oh, nah, you know, which is highly less likely. You know, the Lord, I believe he done took anybody who was in that out of that long time ago. But you know, what do I know? You know, I can't say for sure where the elect is. We know that this, if you not giving double honor to those and the apostles of great millstone, it's a highly like chance that you're not the elect. That's what I believe. You know, just as a man saying for myself, they're the only ones teaching 100% truth. Revelation chapter 19 verse 19, and I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. And we know who they're trying to make war against. Who they're trying to make war against Yahawashi, right? And the beast system, right? Verse 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, the Roman Catholic Church, who wrought miracles before him of the beast. See, they were deceived. A lot of people that take this stuff, they're going to get fooled. But showing stuff like that, what they're doing, they got them out there in some pink robes. That's showing you, if you get deceived, then you know that the Lord wanted you to get deceived. Because anybody with anyone who believes in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and even if you believed in, just Jesus Christ or whatever, even the Catholics were tripping about it. You see, like, this is not, the Lord's got everybody in their lot. They're going to stay in that lot too, if they're supposed to. And that's why they didn't leave the Catholic Church. They were just like mad about it, and they were just blasting them over it. You see what I'm saying? So and them that worshiped the image, these boats were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles. And we know that the Roman Catholic Church is all over the place in America, Babylon the Great, and other four parts of the earth, other four corners of the earth. But ultimately, over here is where it's talking about. That's where that false prophet is, over here, majority of them. Okay, and they're going to get destroyed. Revelation chapter 20, verse 10. Revelation chapter 20, verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire. And who's the devil? Esau, even so-called white man, and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And it's going to be forever and ever until he cuts off his wrath, till he removes his wrath. His wrath is forever and ever, but he can remove his wrath. Basically is what it's saying. If just like it said that the Sodom and Gomorrah would be destroyed and it would be burning forever and ever. It's not burning still over there. It's just a bunch of rocks over there because he removed his wrath. You see what I'm saying? Because his wrath is forever and ever, but he can remove it. So that's basically, what I'm trying to get at on that. So Matthew chapter 24, verse 24, and they're doing this kind of stuff to show you that they're trying to deceive the elect, but they can't. And this is Yahawashi speaking, for there shall be also false Hamashiachs, which is anointed, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they'll deceive the very elect, and they can't deceive the elect. The elect is never going to fall like this. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Okay? The elect are not going to be doing stuff like this. And it reads, a woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination to the Lord, thy power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So out of the same Bible they use, and they trying to say that they going to welcome these people. But we know in the scriptures, it says that that's going off, man. And this is just to show you, like, you're not going to have no excuse if you're worshiping these false gods and false idols. Okay, they're out there wearing pink flamingo dresses. Okay. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with woman, both of them has committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. And that's what's going to happen. If they don't repent, they're Israel. Because if you're Israel, you make this mistake, you can still repent. That doesn't mean that the Lord is going to make he's going to not make you pay for your punishment. He still might punish you. That's not up to us. He said he have mercy on who he want to and who he don't want to have mercy on. But in here, he was talking about how he was also saying that he would allow, right here, affirming and embracing everyone only makes the church stronger, is what he tries to say. The whole everybody come together doctrine. Mason chose TBS News. It is a very slim minority of Catholics who are opposed to same-sex unions. Okay, and the Lord just said, don't do that. So we know that that's how we know they're the false prophet. They're doing everything contrary. So now I got another article I don't want to deal with too much because I'm short on time. But you can go read it. But it says, humans who speak to AI risk becoming a victim of eerie psychological phenomenon that traps you in a loop of bad decisions. But when it really comes down to it, Humans have been in a loop of the bad decisions. The other nations are a loop of bad decisions. They don't make any good decisions, okay? Israel is the only ones who basically had the understanding of righteousness for a period of time being. And what happened? We fell in their ways, and what did he say? We're all swallowed up. We're just dead bones. Okay, so, these people have always been a loop of bad decisions. Okay, regardless of whether they've been talking AI or not. If you're not of Israel, and you're not of the elect, or as of now, the hopeful elect, you don't know how to do nothing but make bad decisions. Basically. Psalms chapter 37, verse 16. Because you don't have the law. And the law was only shown to Jacob. So how could they do anything right? It says a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. And that's what they have. They have a lot of riches. Right? It said the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24, right? Verse 17, for the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. See, he upholdeth Jacob. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall ever. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. See, they don't understand anything but how to make bad decisions. But the wise shall understand, okay, how to be righteous. Okay? Proverbs 11, verse 18. Had something else on there. I'm just about done. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 18. The wicked doeth a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. And that's what we want. We want that reward. We want salvation. We want to be saved out of this place. Okay? Psalms 146. We want to be able to be around Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We want to be able to dwell in his presence. Us men, we want to sit at the table. And be part of those 144,000 elect men, Lord willing. Us men who's doing this work out here of that number. Psalm chapter 146, verse 9. The Lord preserveth the strangers. He relieveth the fatherless and widow, but the way of the wicked he turneth upside down. See, so he makes it to where they're going to be like that. The left-hand side of the Lord are designed to make bad decisions, man. That's what they're designed to do. That's why that's all they do. Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 21. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he have committed, and how can you do that? You can't do that without the Qadash, which means it has to be given to you the mindset and the understanding and the spirit to want to turn from all the sins that you have committed and keep all my statutes to the best of our abilities, because we're in our captivity, and do that which is lawful and right. He shall surely live, he shall not die. Because what did it say? The wages of sin are death. Okay, so if you turn from that stuff and you follow the law to the best of your abilities, the Lord's gonna let you live. Psalms chapter 37, verse 7. It reads, rest in the Lord. How do we do that? This truth. We have this truth that helps us rest because we know that we're in the right place, and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself because of him who prospereth in his way. So other people making more money around you, stuff like that, don't worry about them. Because the man who bringeth wicked devices, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Who brings those wicked devices? Esau, Edom. Right? Verse 8, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. So we don't want to be like them, man. Okay, because that's what they do. Whenever they don't get what they want, they just be demons and start doing demon shit. And we don't want to be like them, man. Get that from the spirit and the power of Yahawashi, that we strive to be righteous. We don't strive for anything else but to be righteous and be acceptable sacrifice to Yahawashi. So now we're going to go over here. Lord willing, I can play the video. But it says new juice box push is anti-human. See, they telling you now. Says Florida Surgeon General, major safety concerns. So let's listen to what he got to say. And I got one more article and then we out of here. Oh, come on. Might not play it, but it says it right here. Florida Surgeon General warns against the juice box. So even their own people is warning against the juice box, man. You know, let's see what he says. The new juice box is now available, okay, at participating pharmacies, health providers, and the Centers of Disease Control recommends that for everyone 6 months of age and older. Yet not all health experts are on board. This is showing division also as well in America Babylon the Great. So Dr. Joseph Lopado, Florida Surgeon General, spoke to the camera on Fox News Digital about the concerns concerning the updated juice box shot. He said it's a really terrible idea, right? And it's remarkable and really spellbinding. He said spellbinding. This is a damn spell. You know, we get where you get the word pharmaceuticals, pharmakia. That goes back to witchcraft, right? Spellbinding that the CDC would make that kind of recommendation in the absence of evidence. See, by evidence, Leopoldo is referring to clinical trials which were not conducted for the new vaccine. See, they just like take this shit, just take it. They ain't even fucking tested this shit to see if it even works. You know, and just think about it. Like, I don't know how y'all play video games. Like, when I was younger, I used to. But it's more like, whenever they drop out something, like they come out with the Xbox 800,000, okay, or whatever, it's going to have some bugs in it. It's going to need to get fixed. They're going to have to get people to buy it. They're going to have to try it out. They're going to have to put a warranty on it if it breaks down. You know, you got to send it back. Shalom, shalom, beloved. Yahawashi, Barak, the water for tuning in. Hey, you had a great camp. The water for tuning in. GMS Ariyah Ban Yahawah, the water for tuning in. And shalom to everybody on the comment board. Yahawashi, Barak. And all you sincere believers out there, you Aquath, all y'all out there, man. The water for tuning in. So, like it was saying, he said basically there's not enough conductions or tests to see if it's going to work. The FDA and the CDC could have compelled Pittsburgh or Moderna to conduct clinical trials. That's something that's totally doable, and they wouldn't do it. So they're not. You see, he's saying that it's real, man. The risk is real. Look at E over there, like this motherfucker. E mad as fuck because he's like, hey, you the other E, like he pissed too. Okay. See, like Jake said, you kidding me? This is some bullshit. Okay. They took this on purpose to let you see that, you know, this ain't popping, man. But not everybody. Some people are hating on them for it because they want to go for it because why? Because they're trying to kill Jake. So there are so many reasons to say pause at this point. Instead, the CDC and the FDA are saying full steam ahead. See, these demons is like, fuck. The elect is waking up. We gotta hurry up and drug them. That's basically what's going on right now. So we're gonna pull up this couple precepts for this, and then we got one more thing, then I'm out of here. So this is Job, chapter 13, verse 4. And it reads, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." And you got some of their own physicians letting you know that they're not even testing stuff. They're not even trying to make sure it works. They're just like, to drop it out there. They just dropping it out like it's a damn mixtape or something. Like, no, take years on testing that shit. They say it's gonna work. Okay? And somebody simple is gonna take that shit, man. This is Barak, chapter 12, verse 8. And it reads, "A friend cannot be known in prosperity, but in to see our enemies." You're going to know who your enemies are during Jacob's trouble. You're going to know who not to fuck with. We're going to have that spiritual insight to see. Nah, you ain't been serving Yahawashi the whole time. You know? And that's a good way to know who to trust. You don't see them serving Yahawashi, can't trust their ass. But the Lord willing, the Lord gives us that spirit where we can already be able to detect that. You know, have a damn fucking light pop over your head. Okay? That says, you know, Yahawashi, or it says Satan on it. Okay? Lord willing. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 9, "And prosperity of a man enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity even a friend will depart." See? Can't trust people out here, especially who? Esau, them so-called white men. Verse 10, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Okay, he's going to try to wipe it off, and it's not going to come off. It's going to be there. It's not going to go away. His wickedness is there, and it's going to be shown, and it's going to be his shame in the last day. Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. I got one more article and two precepts on it after this, and we out of here. Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, and yet were they drawn swords." And that's how they are. The CDC was like, "Yeah, this is good for all children 6 months and older. Just take it." And ain't none of them done took the damn thing. They ain't tried it. They ain't tested. You know, how about y'all get on there and say y'all done took the damn thing and see what happened to y'all in the next 6 months and see and prove it. They not doing that, man. Okay, you can't trust these demons, man. You cannot trust these demons and they juice box. And you got their own general saying, yes, we're not rocking with it either, because they didn't test it. They just made it and they put it out there. They might as well wrote Capri Sun on it and put it on the shelf. Okay. So we go move on. We got one more. And this is just to show these demons think that they're going to be around forever. And we're going to put some precepts and then we're done. So Jamie Demian says the next generation employees will work 3.5 days a week and live up to 100 years old. How do you know we gonna even have? How y'all even know if y'all can pay? Gonna know that. Don't think about tomorrow, because no, you do not know what today's gonna bring. But first, before we bring that up, and that's how these heathens are. They'll sit there and talk about how they're gonna be here for the next 7,000 years, and this motherfucker don't even know if he's gonna be here tomorrow. Psalm chapter 49, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Simple enough as that. It's simple. It's simple to see that these demons, man, think like they gonna be here forever for in the next 100 generations. You don't even know if you're gonna be able to know how to spell generation by the next generation, because if you go into slavery that 1,000 years of slavery is within the next generation, which we know it is, things happening so fast. Lord said He shortened the time. Them Edomites ain't gonna know how to say shit. Like you can slap one in the head, he gonna go, ugh. He not gonna know how to talk. The Lord's gonna take all the wisdom out of them motherfucking beasts. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow. That's why what do we always say? Lord willing, we able to make it out of here, right? Lord willing, we able to do the next lesson, okay? Because we don't know when the famine of the word's coming. For thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. And that's how people is. Yeah, I'm gonna do all this. You go down the street, get hit by a bus, and now you're in the spirit world, right? Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, but a stranger, and not thine own lips. So it's nothing wrong with saying you're telling your brothers, your Akim, they did an edifying lesson. Compliment your brothers. There's nothing wrong with that. But just don't be lifting up yourself and be bragging about yourself. That's just like kind of guy who laughs at his own joke. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is laughing. That's just kind of you look at that kind of guy like, I don't want to hang out with him after work. It's kind of like that. But that's not the best example, but it's kind of the one that I was thinking about. So this is everything that I got for today. Lord willing, is edifying to the flock. Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praise to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone that me to this truth and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath. All those who are part of the election to the hopeful elect. Lord, willing to be part of that number. Lord, willing to be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5. It is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 42. Wa abab abal. The water for everybody tune in. Yahawah Barak Atham. Shalom, shalom. Y'all Kwam Yasharallah. May the blessing of the election be upon your households. And stay prayed up. Keep praying for each other. And Lord willing, we make it out here in the end. And man, we go home. So Kwam Yasharallah, shalom.